The silent passenger.
It was nearing midnight, and the fog was thick enough to blur the city skyline in Sam's windshield. Exhausted, he sipped hot coffee and considered calling it a night. But just as he reached for the go offline button on the app, a new ride request pinged through. Pick up from the edge of the town. He hesitated. The location was far, on a stretch of old road near the woods. Not ideal, but the fare was generous. Temptation won. As Sam pulled up to the location, the headlight barely pierced the murk. The place was dead quiet. The kind of silence that made your ears ring. Just as he began to second guess the decision, the back door opened. A hooded figure slid into the seat without a sound. Sam forced a smile. Late night, huh? But no response. The figure kept his head low and face hidden. Sam shrugged and tapped Start Ride. The GPS displayed a strange address in the industrial district, a collection of old, rusted warehouses and forgotten train tracks. Sam glanced in the mirror. The seat behind looked empty. Confused, he checked again over his shoulder. The figure was still there, motionless. Goosebumps crept up Sam's arms. The ride progressed through the increasingly unfamiliar roads. At first, he chalked it up to fatigue until the GPS began glitching, rerouting again and again, each new direction leading them deeper into the unknown. Then, the radio flickered to life. A flicker of motion outside. Sam jerked his head to the window. Nothing. He glanced back. The figure's hands now rested in his lap. Pale, skeletal fingers twitched slightly. Sam swallowed. Look, if this is a prank or something, I'm not laughing. Still no answer. Without warning, the passenger slowly lifted a hand and pointed. Up ahead, a shape loomed in the fog. A figure stood in the road, draped in tarted black. Sam slammed the brakes. The car skidded and halted just feet away. When he looked up again, the figure was gone. His breathing was ragged, adrenaline flooding his body. He whipped around to confront the passenger. Gone. Just the echo of the slam from the door still closed. Sam sat frozen, the windshield fogged over. Handprints spreading from the inside. The dashboard flickered. The car died. Then, in the rear view, the passenger reappeared. This time, his face was visible, sunken, with hollow eyes and a hideously stretched grin. He leaned forward, lips barely moving. Drive! The engine roared to life without Sam turning the key. The car began moving, the wheel fighting Sam's control, as if possessed. The road beneath twisted unnaturally, looping back on itself, the yellow lines spiraling. Shadows darted across the road. Whispering filled the car. First one voice, then dozens, overlapping, crying, laughing, screaming. Sam couldn't breathe, his vision blurred. He screamed and slammed the brakes. The car spinning out, everything was shaking. He turned to the back seat. What? Empty again, but in the center of the seat, perfectly placed, was a small piece of paper. Sam grabbed it with trembling fingers. You were never supposed to accept the ride. The fog began to thin. The car rolled to a stop. The radio died and the voices faded. Sam stared at the note. It was aged, crumbling, and smelled of mildew and something sweet, like a rotting flower. He glanced around. He was parked, not in the industrial district, but right where he began, the pickup point on the outskirts. The app said, Ride completed. Sam blinked. The time was exactly when he accepted the request. 30 minutes ago, like none of it ever happened. His phone buzzed. A new review had been left. Thanks for the ride. See you soon. Sam slowly looked into the rearview mirror. Nothing there. But the air freshener swung gently. And somewhere in the distance, a lullaby began to play.